Hello my beautiful friend and welcome back to another daily video. Today is going to be more positive and yeah, we're going to talk about two game franchises that are near and dear to me. Well, one of which is still near and dear to me, the other one is slowly eroding in my heart. So let's dive in. The first one is Resident Evil. As always, I will share every article in the description box down below. The first one by VGC, written by Andy Robinson. Capcom's next big Resident Evil remake will reportedly be revealed this year. Capcom has released various Resident Evil remakes over the last decade, many of which are great to awesome, one of which, the third one, is my guilty pleasure Resident Evil game, because I know it's bad, it's just fun, I don't know why. That's according to the reliable sleuth Dusk Golem, who claimed on social media this weekend that later this year, Capcom will unveil a remake of the Dreamcast game Resident Evil Code Veronica, which was so much fun with the antagonists. Let's just say they're siblings. I mean, there are siblings, but there is a little bit more to them. Dusk Golem has a history of reporting on the Resident Evil series, previously claimed that remakes of Resident Evil 0 and Resident Evil Code Veronica were in development. Dude, Resident Evil 0 as a remake would be great. I like 0. I just don't like tank controls anymore. I was really upset with Onimusha 2 because I don't know how we were able to play with tank controls back in the day, man. My brain is just not working with that type of controls anymore. Something VGC also understands to be the case. Oh yeah, originally released in 2000. Goddamn, I'm old. And overseen by series creator Shinji Mikami, Code Veronica was a Dreamcast exclusive, but later made it to PS2 and GameCube. The game follows Claire Redfield and her brother Chris Redfield as they fight to survive an outbreak on a remote island. I completely forgot Chris in the game. I have to admit, I don't remember him at all in Code Veronica. No, there is not a Resident Evil 5 remake that's going to be announced this year. I also want a Resident Evil 5 remake, by the way. Now that we have 2, 3, and 4, now we're missing 5 and 6. Please, Capcom, make it happen. Instead, later this year, a Resident Evil remake that starts with C and ends with Old Veronica is going to be announced, I promise you. Her thing is something else, not a remake of Resident Evil 5. Got a few fun things lined up for March, stay tuned. Oh, for March. So, we have end of February, we have a little bit of time to play through Resident Evil Requiem, which of course we are going to do here on the channel in our streams. Then we have March for this reveal. And in April we do have Pragmata. And somewhere after that, we will also hopefully have Onimusha 3 a remaster, so we can go into Onimusha Way of the Sword. That would be awesome. Over the last decade, Capcom has made Resident Evil 2, 3, and 4, of all which were warmly received by critics and fans. Yeah, I'm not so sure about that. And have raked up millions in sales, so it's perhaps not surprising that the company has more in the pipeline. Yes, please. The next mainline Resident Evil, okay, yeah, I don't care about this one. VGC wrote in a recent Resident Evil Requiem preview, the addition of Leon was almost certainly ensure plenty of combat. Okay, yeah, we also know everything about that. Let's move on. Oops, sorry. We have then this by Insider Gaming. So the next two articles are by Insider Gaming. This one is written by Tom Henderson. Former Assassin's Creed boss is suing Ubisoft for 1.3 million in damages. Oh boy. Former Assassin's Creed boss Mark Alexis Cote has filed a claim with the Superior Court of Quebec for 1.3 million in damages against Ubisoft. If you don't know who Mark Alexis Cote is, good riddance. I've already made a video about this person here. He was a blight on the Assassin's Creed fan community because he was just, let's just say he was toxic. He basically bullied one of the biggest and most positive YouTubers out and banned him from certain things. And he's the one who basically is. He got rid of all the positive things in Assassin's Creed. The things that kept me still engaged with the story and everything. Which, by the way, if you like his changes, it's fine. Your enjoyment out of it does not hurt me. The thing here is also the modern day storyline, which is the Assassin's Creed storyline, is gone because of him. He is also the one who made this hub world, basically, where you can just switch between games, which on paper sounds like a good idea. The execution of it is just bad. The file comes months after Ubisoft announced that Marc-Alexis Cote left the company voluntarily, which we already knew is not true. A claim which Cote later denied, stating that he was asked to step aside from the company. In a lengthy LinkedIn post, Cote said, "Many of you have expressed surprise that I would choose to leave Assassin's Creed after so many years, especially given the passion I still hold for it. Yeah, the passion to destroy what the people loved and liked. The majority of people. The truth is simple, I did not make that choice." He later continued, "But I also owe it to my teams, past and present, to say this plainly. I did not walk away. I stayed at my post until Ubisoft asked me to step aside." I mean, this can be a positive thing and this might be a negative thing. We don't know what he has cooked up for the future. And we don't know what the replacement person is going to do in the future. I'm just scared, but we will talk about that one with the next article. He later continued, the news report from CBC Radio Canada states that Cote is now taking Ubisoft to court, claiming 1.3 million in severance pay and moral damages. How are you entitled to so much money, by the way? According to the report, Cote was told during a management meeting in late summer 2025 that Ubisoft's new subsidiary with Tencent was looking to find a new head of franchise, which was a position not offered to Cote. Instead, Cote was offered the position of dead of production, which would have seen him reporting to someone else. What is this position, by the way? I have never heard of this one. Is this one of the jobs like in Japan where they just sit you in an office and you just sit there, wait for something to do until you're so bored you just quit? Maybe. The lawsuit states that in September, the position to lead a creative house with abstract outlines was offered. After lengthy negotiations, Ubisoft reportedly asked him to make a decision on the changes. Yeah, I mean, they do have deadlines. They have to ask him to make a decision. To which Cote formally demanded that the company pay him in severance. So he did quit. In response, Ubisoft reportedly told him not to show up for work as planned on October 13th and to continue his reflection period until the company responds to its formal notice. The next day, Ubisoft announced via a press release and internal emails that Cote was leaving his position voluntarily to explore new opportunities. Insider Gaming has reached out. You will not get an answer to that one. So, what are the people saying? Nothing. There are no comments on this. What's wrong, my love? Do you want a snack? Yes, I will give you a snack in a moment. Oh my god, my cat is finally eating. Over the weekend, I was a little scared because she was not eating as much as usual, but now she's her usual self again. I'm really happy with that one. Yes, my love, just a moment. Oh my god, she's so cute. I love her so much. So then, last one, also again, Assassin's Creed, the franchise that slowly erodes in my heart. Written by Robert de Felice. I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce your name. Assassin's Creed Hexa hires veteran writer Christopher Grilli. I also don't know how to pronounce that last name. The next Assassin's Creed game has secured its lead scriptwriter, and it's someone with a history of working on the franchise, which might be good, but I doubt it. Christopher Grilly, someone with a history as a scriptwriter for Assassin's Creed Origins and Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and the lead writer for the Assassin's Creed Mirage game, recently revealed on his LinkedIn profile that he has signed on to be the scriptwriter for the next game on the long-running franchise codename Hexe. Oh, okay, I take it back. If it's scriptwriter, I'm sorry, I don't know why my brain just went to somewhere else here. The script was fine. The overall story was just... it didn't land with me. I mean, in Valhalla, to have all the future things being a hallucination by Eivor is just... it's good. I mean, I like that, to mix and mash this, but Origins... oh, wait, all the Minotaurs and all the mythical stuff was also done that way. But I don't know, it just didn't hit that well. It had so many issues. But I'm going to be... I'm going to let him surprise me. I'm still going to look into that game, because at least he did not write Shadows. And we know how Shadows ended up. Yeah, I'm thrilled to share that I'm starting a new position at Ubisoft Montreal as a lead scriptwriter on Assassin's Creed codename Hexe. Incredibly grateful to be part of this team and project, he shared on January 16th. So, then again, I'm going to be cautiously optimistic for that one. I started this off negative. I'm sorry about that. That was not my attention. The last couple of days were just... that was so sad with everything around Games Workshop. And yeah, let's just continue on. Everything known about Assassin's Creed Hexe so far. In 2024, Insider Gaming reported that the game was in relatively early stage of development and was expected to be released this year. It's also believed this will be a more linear experience, thank you, than other games in the franchise, and that the series will feature a female protagonist named Elsa with supernatural abilities. This is where I'm really on the fence here. We already talked about Assassin's Creed Hexe a lot. I'm not going to do that now again. The game takes place in 16th century Central Europe during the Holy Roman Empire. It's placed in Germany, by the way. Yes! And reports indicate developers plan to implement a fear system inspired by the Jack the Ripper DLC from Assassin's Creed Syndicate. That would be great. With the lead scriptwriter only now coming on board, it's fair to suggest that the game is still ways from release, yes, but with someone with such experience on the team, it appears to be heading in the right direction. Let's just wait and see. If you're interested in any Assassin's Creed project that might be coming sooner, check out the latest Assassin's Creed Black Flag remake, which I'm not looking for so much anymore. Also, no comments here again. Because we already know what they're going to do with Assassin's Creed Black Flag, the remake. There will be no modern storyline anymore, which is bad. It just is. Assassin's Creed was always the modern storyline and then the historical side. Yes, we have Ezio. He was amazing. But he was amazing because we had 3 games with him. We had 3 games following his story from the brash youngster to becoming an experienced, wise old dude. That was just it, man. But we always had Desmond pushing the narrative forward until they killed him. And that was it. That was the end of the Assassin's Creed games, basically. And with every leak we have about Assassin's Creed Hexe right now, it just doesn't look good. I'm sorry, but it doesn't. And at this point, I'm not even hyped for Mirage anymore. It was on sale a couple of times. And I just can't. I just can't anymore. We played Assassin's Creed 1 a while back here on the channel. and I was so happy to play it again. It was such a good game, but now I I'm defensive, man. This is also why I cross my arms right now. I'm on the fence. I just don't want to be hurt anymore. I'm sad. I'm tired, boss. I also feel like an addict, by the way, with Games Workshop, but this is something that we can talk about later in the stream when we are finishing the story of Resident Evil 7. Because even after everything, I still ordered the Chaos Lord on foot for my Spearhead. God damn it, man. But yeah, this is something for later on. I'm sad, I'm tired. But our indie game is making progress. A friend of mine and I, we have compiled a lot of things yesterday. We're gonna start developing the game hopefully this week, depending on how we can do things, because we still don't know which engine we are going to use. That is one of the biggest things. But yeah, still in the future, we're still working on things. I just can't anymore with these big companies. I'm sad and I'm tired. I do love that indie games are getting so big right now. I don't mean that the developers are getting big, also, I just mean that indie games are getting more popular because people see how great games are that are made by people who just love video games. And I love this so much. We're going to look at more indie games in the future as well. But yeah, let's end this right here. Please leave your thoughts and questions in the comment section down below. I am keen to know what you have to say. And while you're here, please remember to do all the things that make the dings. Why? Because that way we can build a bigger community and talk more video game news every day. And by that, I of course mean like and subscribe. And if you want, you can share this video with your friends. And please turn off YouTube's restricted mode. Otherwise, have a great day, my friend. Stay fantastic, stay hydrated. And I will see you hopefully later in the stream or tomorrow with the next video. Bye, bye, bye.